Are you already working on the new album, or have you been too busy with doing this one?
Well, Parallel Matter really took the whole year of 2024. I mean, because there was all these recordings, but there was also the new remixes and the new versions. You know, the old recordings also needed cleaning up and additions. But I mean, I'm going to put Antimatter to sleep for a little bit now, because I feel like I've drawn a line under it. I've done a profusion of thought 3 years ago, which was unreleased songs, and then I've mopped up even more with Parallel Matter. So there's nothing really else in me that is screaming to come out. I've got two more concepts for Antimatter albums that, and I know what I want to do in the future, but I don't have any music or urge to work on music because since COVID, my whole thing has been collaborations now. In terms of working with people who write music, and then I'm a lyricist and vocalist with them. So what I'm doing next is the second Sleeping Pulse album, which I don't know if you're familiar with. I did a side project in 2014 called Sleeping Pulse, and then me and Lewis have got a follow-up to that, and that's called Dreams and Limitations. And I've got all the demos on my phone, like it's all demoed, and so we're going to start recording that this month. You know, so I've landed in the UK, I've come home, and then this is next on the list. And I've also got a new project called The End of Empathy, which is a project with, and I don't know how you pronounce this, but Andrea Chiadetti, ex-guitarist from The Foreshadowing, the Italian kind of doom band. Now that's kind of like a melodic goth, doomy, metally thing. I don't know how you fucking describe music. I don't know. It's, you know, that's what comes to mind. Me and him worked together on a project called MMXX during COVID, and we wrote some really strong songs together. So I was like, Andrea, man, me and you need to work together because this is very fertile ground. You know, all we need to do is shake the tree, and a million apples are going to fall off. So he just started sending me all this music, and I've been writing. He just writes music effortlessly, and I just sing over and lyricize over the top of it effortlessly. So we've got a hell of a lot of material. So later this year, we'll do the debut album of that. So I'm more into these kind of projects that aren't Antimatter for the time being. I'm getting a real kick out of, because my music isn't creating anything new for me to sing over. Like, I'm very operating within the same parameters that I've been operating in for, you know, the longest time. But when someone else writes, I mean, the world is your oyster. It's like, you know, they send me music that I don't expect, and I'm like, wow. And then that draws a new style of melody out of me. It draws a new style of vocal, you know, and that really excites me as a vocalist and as a lyricist as well, you know. So I'm really into collaborations at the moment. So next up is the second Sleeping Pulse album and the debut album of The End of Empathy.